everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be stopping by for the very first time, this is your first time here on my channel. My name is Donella, and of course this is my world of makeup right here. Girl, we are in a new year. It is 2020. We are in a new decade. I am so excited. Now, you guys know this is my very first video for 2020, and it's only because, you know, after the Christmas and Carnival season down here, I normally take a break because I need to recuperate, I need to eat, I need to rest, I need to drink my water, I need to catch up on all things makeup. You know, I normally give myself, you know, a little time to kind of recuperate and get back, you know, into the whole vibe of filming and everything. It takes me a while, you know, it takes me a couple of weeks, but hello, I need to be the best me when I come on camera. Okay? Alright guys, so recently Danessa Myricks, if you guys don't know who Danessa Myricks is, you might want to pause this video, Google her. She is one of the top makeup artists right now. She's probably one of the most influential makeup artists that's out there right now. You know, she's as big as Pat McGrath, Sir John. She creates some of the most colorful eye looks, and normally she creates what we call monochromatic looks, where she just uses one color, and she just creates these amazing looks on these gorgeous face models that she finds. I need to find her book of face models because I think those face models are so damn gorgeous. I'm like, where the hell should I find these damn face models? These face models look so good. But I'm putting it out there. I'm telling you guys now, one day I'm going to be a face model for Danessa Myricks. But moving right along, she recently posted this look that was called look on her Instagram page, and I was like, wow, Auntie Danessa. I never loved black until I just saw this. Like, black is one of those colors that, you know, I love it, but in some instances it's kind of really hard to work with, especially if you're creating a look and then, you know, you implement a little bit of black and then you mess it up, and then you're like, oh my god, you know, why didn't I use a nude color or like a brown or something like that? You know, black is one of those colors that you have to be really careful with when you're working with it, because if you make a mistake, in some cases you actually have to start all the way over. It's kind of like debit and credit. I don't know how people could be accountants, because I can't take that. Like, I make a mistake, or if I'm 10 cents short, I have to start over. No girl, I don't have time for that. No, I don't have time for that. Anyway, I need to stop clapping. Why am I clapping? Stop. Since 2020 began, I've been doing this clapping thing. I don't know what is that. If you are interested in how I recreated Danessa Myricks' Cleopatra vibe from her recent Instagram post, then please stay tuned. That I really wanted to recreate. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me get one of my phones. Let me get this one. I forget, this one doesn't have Instagram, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I shared it in both phones albums. Ah, yes I did. Okay, so the ooh, ring light just kicking back by. Okay, so the look is, girl, behave. What's wrong with you? Let me turn you down a little bit. So this is what I saw in Danessa Myricks' Instagram page, and I was instantly wowed. And this would have been the first shot that she actually posted on Instagram. I love it. I love the hair. I love how the skin just looks so dewy. I love just this black creation on her eye. It looks absolutely amazing. So the focus, of course, is going to be on the skin, because the skin looks nice and dewy, and then you see a little subtle highlight right there, and then the eyes are just like jet black, like jet black. Let me turn this back up. So that's what the focus is going to be on for this tutorial. So let's just jump straight into it. I want to make sure that our skin is nice and dewy. So you know what, I'm actually going to start off with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, because it's a Hydro Grip Primer, and I think that it adds a little bit of luminosity to the skin. You know, it's supposed to actually hold on to your makeup. Well, it does. Not supposed to, it does. And I love the way how it just lives. I love the way how it just leaves a bit of a, you see what I mean? It just gives the skin a nice little, it just gives the skin a nice little dewy finish. I love that. I love that. And then it just grabs onto your makeup. Just add a little bit more. It's because, you know, we want the skin to look nice and dewy, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more to the skin. Just gonna press it in, press it in, press it in. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that little grip. Yeah, that hydro grip. Yeah, yes ma'am. Okay, so I'm going to be using 2 complexion products in terms of all over my face, and I'm actually going to start off using my ColourPop Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer, and I'm just going to add that, a little bit of that, like right here, because this also adds a bit of moisture to the skin. You know, it's a tinted moisturizer, so it adds a bit of moisture to the skin. So I'm going to just be adding a bit of that right here. You know, why do I always use that? Why do I always do that, honestly? Trying to squeeze my eye through the big mirror that's in front of me right here, when I could just simply take up a hand mirror. Okay, so I'm seeing my skin starting to look really nice and dewy, and then I'm going to go in next with the Maybelline Dewy Smooth Foundation. This one, in case you want to know, this one is the shade 360 Mocha. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. It's not so bad. And then I'm just going to add it like this. I actually started to change the way in which I apply my foundation to my skin, like in terms of the direction, I mean. Because I have such a long face, I no longer go around in circular motions. I actually go this way when I'm blending it out. See what I mean? I feel like it blends out faster and better that way when I go this way. Because I have a long face, so I just go this way. Obviously need a black base to get this look going. I'm also going to be using the shade Darker Matte from my Melt Cosmetics stack. The black color is actually called Darker Matte. So let me just try to get a base here. I'm thinking of either using my MAC or my ELF what are these called? Liner, what are they called? Fluid liner pots. Thinking of using either one of these as the base, and then of course going over with the Melt Darker Matte eyeshadow. So you know what, I think I'm just going to use the MAC and done, and then I'm going to use this really fine liner brush. This is like the finest one you could find on the market. Here I'm going to actually draw a line from my bottom line area, just so I can use that as a guide as to how far I should go over. I don't think I need to go over any further than this. I think the model's smoky eye kind of went a little further, but I think you never know. I'm just going to use that as like a guiding line. I start again using my bottom line as the guide, and then I'm just going to flick it out, 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 like that. And then, you know, the best thing is for me to actually go in. I'm trying not to go any higher than my my crease area. Actually, I think I need to go up a little bit higher, using the excess amount of the fluid liner that's left, and just go up a little higher. Yeah, just so I can go up a little higher. I'm using this as my guiding line. Oh, I need some more. I'm going to go here. Girl, pick up. You over there like you want to come up, and then when you finally come up, you take up too much. I'm just going to make sure that these two lines meet. Just like that. I probably have to clean up this area here a little bit when I'm done, because you want the line to be as straight as possible. But I actually just want to create like the guiding line basically, so I can fill in this area right here. I could actually use a bigger brush so it doesn't take me that long to fill it in, because using that little fine brush, no man, that's gonna take me forever to fill in. So let me just get a bigger brush, and then we can just fill it in like instant. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this brush, which I've already dipped inside the fluid liner, so it's nice and saturated with the fluid liner. I'm just gonna fill in that spot right there, just like that. I think I actually need to go up just a little bit. right here, because I went up real high right here. So in order to get that balance, I need to just go up a little bit right here. I need to clean up the end of this so that it's nice and straight. I hadn't realized from the photo is that she actually created a shadow drop. She went all the way around, so I had to actually bring the line down. I kept just going back and forth with the brush that has on. Yeah, this MAC fluid liner ain't plain, boy. It actually still has some on it. Actually still has some on it, man. Actually might have to use some concealer to clean up the edge right here, but in the meantime I'm just going to add the darker matte from the, I need to put down some of these brushes, from the Melt Cosmetics stack. I'm still going to be using that same brush. I'm just going to flip it on the other side and just pack that black. Just nicely go over the areas where I applied the fluid liner, just so it's nice and matte. This is the eye I know is definitely going to give me problems because this is my left side. My left side is always the most awkward side for me, like in terms of like doing something like this. Yeah, it's very, very awkward for me. So I actually spend more time on my left side than I do my right, because I have to be so tedious with it. You know, I have to make sure that everything is on the same angle as the right. So yeah, I spend more time on my left side doing makeup than I do on my right. Like I did the right eye, you know, nice to fill it in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the drop shadow right underneath. Okay, so my left eye wasn't so bad today, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the area with my concealer now that I have my foundation on. I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This one is in the shade Chestnut. This one is actually much lighter than the ones you guys would have seen me use previously. I think I might have, I'm not sure, did I use Spice Rum in a video before? I'm sure I did. But I bought Chestnut recently because I like the yellowness of Chestnut, and Spice Rum is kind of like the NC50, where it's kind of like my exact skin tone. And when I want a little bit more of that golden undertone, I think Chestnut has that for me. And this concealer is like so freaking amazing. And I really want to use a sponge to kind of sculpt out right here where I feel like I need to, you know, clean up the area a bit with the concealer, but I want to use a sponge instead of using the concealer wand, because I feel like I'm going to make a big mess if I use that. So I'm going to use the pointy tip of this, and I'm going to start off by blending out the edges first, and then I'm going to switch and use this one from ColourPop. This one is really going to hit the under eye area much better than that big one. And then I'm going to switch again because I like the pointiness of that. I just want to blend out the under eye. Ooh, something's going on here. I think this sponge is too wet. See what it's doing right here? It's too wet. So I need to squeeze out some of this, and then I'll have to go back in with my Chestnut and add a little bit right there. I actually think that was too much. This little bit turned out to be a lot. But that's fine. Just have to take my time and blend it over the area that I messed up just now. I think I need to switch sponges because that one is definitely too wet and it's separating the concealer. I don't want to separate, I just want it to blend out. And then I'm just going to use the tip of this Colored Rain sponge to clean up these areas right here so it's nice and straight. Wow, like I'm actually wearing like one of those Superman, Supergirl masks, you know, superheroes. Like I'm wearing one of those like right now. Well, I actually blend out my concealer any further. I'm going to go in with my Fenty, no, not you, baby, not you, not the banana. I don't want it to be that bright. I'm going to go in with the shade Honey, and I'm just going to, yeah, let everything just kind of set together, like allow the powder to kind of dry down with the concealer. Yeah, I've been testing that little thing out, and I think it looks amazing when everything just kind of dries down together. So let me, you guys know I don't start directly on my eye. I start from here and then I go up pressing until it's night. It's pressed all the way into my skin. This Fenty powder is just freaking amazing. I swear to God, it's like magic in a bottle, so to speak, for lack of a better word. It's like magic in a freaking bottle, especially for us oily skin girls. Rihanna know what she's doing. She's lived down here in the Caribbean. She know what she's doing. She know the sound down here is different to up in America. So she know what she's doing. She know what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna it's gonna take me a while because I usually just go over back and forth until I feel like everything is nice and blended. Well, nice and pressed into the skin, I should say, not blended. But blended, can't use the word blended, but it's more of a pressing motion I'm doing here. Pressing it into the skin. Go into my Prime Beauty bronzer. This one is in the shade Bronzeville, and I'm literally just going to go in with some very small circular motion so I can have my bit of bronze going on here. Going to pull back my hair so I could see my hairline, so I don't have that weird mask going on. Yeah, I love this bronzer. You see how it just creates that nice warm reddish brown shade? Oh yeah, I love this bronzer for it. And I've had this since, like, I don't remember, I think it might have been June last year. You see, I'm literally just hitting pan. There's so much product inside this little canister right here. Okay, so I think I'm bronzing enough. I feel like I've done the whole bottle of bronzer. I'm gonna start bronzing up. I feel like I kind of made a little doozy over on this side. You see, you can see this black more than this, so I'm going to just go back over real quick with the same brush that has the fluid and the darker matte shade on it. Still, can you see that? I don't even have to apply anymore. This black is like so black. I did not need to apply anymore. Line my waterline with my black liner from Elf. It's Elf, right? Do I see two? Yeah, it's the Elf pencil. So, oh yeah, we're gonna make this super black. We don't want to see any sort of skin in this area right here because everything was just super black. And just do that. And then I'm actually going to go up. Which is a little scary for some persons to watch. I'm actually going to go up in this area right here and line my top water line as well. Is it water line or is it just a top line? Oh, I feel like some residue went in the idea just now. Like, piece of the pencil break off, and I feel like piece went in the eye just now. And if my eyes start to run on top of this, it's gonna look crazy. So let me just make sure everything is okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline. It's kind of, ooh. I'm always dropping things every single time. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Falsies. What is it called? The Falsies Lash Lift mascara. This is one of Maybelline's newest releases. And I'm just going to coat. Oh, wow. If I wasn't wearing black mascara, I feel like you guys could have seen this better. But because I'm wearing black mascara, I don't know. You can see from the side. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. I feel like I need to wear this when I'm going to work. I have this since December. Why am I just opening this in January? Excuse me? But anyway, like I say, better late than never. It's lifting my lashes. Hello. Let's do the bottom. Even though you guys are not going to be able to see it because black on black, you don't really see anything. But the whole point is to just pull them out a little bit. So that could look like something there. Moving on to, there was no blush obviously in this look, so I'm just going to try and find a highlight that I think is suitable for this look. It cannot be anything that's too over the top like I normally do. It has to be something like a nice soft golden yellow, and I think I might actually know which highlight I'm going to be using. I might have to use either that one from MAC, or I have a highlight from MAC that I've never used in any tutorials, but I'm going to be using it in this tutorial here. And I also have a golden yellow highlight from Artist Couture. You guys know I love Artist Couture. So I think I'm actually going to mix both of them and see how 5 minutes just now looking for my Artist Couture, like the teardrop brush that I normally use to apply my highlight, and I can't find it. No, I can't find it, and I know I washed it this morning. But anyway, I'm going to be using my fan brush from Sigma. I think that's probably the next best thing. I think this is why I don't buy things in. I always buy things in twos, and because see, I can't find that one when I could have had the other one here sitting just waiting for me to use it. But anyway, this highlight is actually from MAC. It is called the Studio Finish Face Powder. It's in the shade gold. It's like a nice golden yellow. I think it looks absolutely stunning on my like medium to fair skin clients, but I'm gonna try it on myself to see what it looks like. So let's try this. Not gonna go in too heavy because I don't know what it's gonna look like. Ooh, actually it looks like the perfect shade of gold. Wow, I think I got it. Wow, I think I got it. I think I'm spot on. Oh, I love this, and I actually added just a little bit on my temples right here just to give me a little bit more glow. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I feel like whenever I go back, I'm liking it even more when I go back. Like when I go back from the lighting on the camera, I feel like it looks even better when I step back. Ooh, God, this looks good. All right, so lippy. The lip obviously was a very neutral lip, so I'm thinking of using either my Artist Couture, what is this called? Shameless gloss, or this might be actually a little bit too brown. Maybe I should use this ultra gloss. See, they're literally almost the same, but I'm thinking it's more like somewhere between this and this. This is a little bit too brown, so I'm thinking of using both of these, like use the ultra gloss from ColourPop first and then add a bit of this one from NYX. This one is called Madeline Over It. So I'm going to start off, of course, with a nude lip liner. I'm going to use this one from NYX. It's a very, very, very nude lip liner. Let's start off with this one. Let me have that on. Let me add a bit of the ColourPop Ultra Glossy lip gloss. This one is in the shade Lesson Learned. Oh, I like that. I wonder when I bought this. I don't remember when I bought this, you know. I just remember using it very, very, very few times. And I need to start using it a lot because it smells good and it feels good too. I'm gonna go over with Madeline. Ooh, yeah, we getting some nude, girl. We getting some nude. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this. I am in love with this. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have come to the end of this tutorial. This is my recreation of Danessa Myricks. I don't even know what she called it. Did she give it a name? I don't even know what she called it. Let me see if she did give it a name. Yeah, she did give it a name. It's called Cleopatra Vibes. It's called Cleopatra Vibes. You see some Cleopatra going on right here. I didn't even know she gave it a name, but this is my recreation of Danessa Myricks Cleopatra Vibes. If you guys happen to have enjoyed this tutorial, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button on your way out. And don't forget for 2020, I want you guys to drop me some comments and let me know the type of videos that you want to see next on my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here with me once again, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next video. Bye bye.